Turning to Iraq, the siege by the Islamic State has displaced 1.5 million people, many uprooted 2 or 3 times. CCTV's Callebs is live in northern Iraq. He spent the day at a refugee camp that is sheltering 150,000 people. So Sean, so many families have lost so much. What are they telling you?
Yeah, it's really awful. You can hear the numbers, 1.5 to 1.6 million people displaced by the onslaught from ISIS or the Islamic State. We were just north of a town called Duhok, which is about 30 kilometers south of the Turkish border. There were 20,000 people in this one camp alone. Duhok is actually housing about 150,000 refugees. The conditions these people are living under are very, very tough. There are UN tents set up everywhere. This facility is only supposed to be able to handle at most 15,000 people, and these are all people from the Yazidis. They are people, a religious minority in this country who have been victimized by the Islamic State. They were forced to flee their home, then go to Mount Sinjar. They endured horrific atrocities on that mountaintop. They were up there for days and days with little food, little water. Now they've been moved to this camp where we were. It had to be close to 45 to 50 degrees outside today. Very difficult conditions. So how do you control something like this? The UN has labeled the humanitarian crisis a level 3 crisis. That is the highest level they have. We had a chance to speak with the UN director who was in charge of the humanitarian relief in Iraq, and he says it is simply an overwhelming job.
What really weighs on me is the knowledge that there's so many we can't reach. And the knowledge that when you look at airdrops and you look at the front lines, we're just not able to get the right stuff to people who are under siege.
And Sean, we're hearing more about thousands in desperate need of help in the town of Amerli. Is any relief getting to them?
Well, that is an area we've talked about the last couple of days. 16 to 18,000 people trapped in that town. Today, the Iraqi Air Force launched strikes against IS strongholds in and around that area. What we do know is the Islamic State is squeezing its stranglehold on that area. They have been able to capture some homes, separating the men from the women, apparently taking the women off to other places, perhaps killing the men. Apparently, President Obama is also considering weighing in on some kind of military action to help the people who have been trapped in that town. And the word is, if the United States moves in, perhaps Great Britain, Australia will be able to join in as well. But you're talking about so many people, and people don't know how badly they are affected there. It's very difficult to get any kind of information on the kinds of conditions, but we know they're running out of food, out of water, very little electricity, very dire situation. The UN calls it perhaps a massacre in the making. So clearly, everybody wants a hint of good news about those people trapped in that town.
All right, CCTV's Callebs reporting live from northern Iraq.